Welcome back, everybody. This is Logan with Bearded Bourbon, and today is day 14 of the Indiana Bourbon Club Bourbon Advent, and every single one of these pours have been amazing, and I have number 14 here with me. I do not have high hopes for today, but nonetheless, check out what's going on over at Patreon. And like I mentioned yesterday, we have custom Glencairns coming with the Bearded Bourbon logo. Yesterday's pour was great, the Bardstown, and so yeah, definitely Bardstown's in the top 10. So looking over here, these are my top 10. Again, still the biggest surprise of the Advent is that double wheat Old Elk. So good. But today, yesterday was 3 of 5. Let's see what today will bring. This smells familiar, but I can't quite put it's like very light. It's a bit of oak. Let's just go right into the palate. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of, I'm looking at my key here, and what this is reminding me of is a lot of that Blood Oath Pack 9. It's gosh, this tastes very familiar. And it seems like it has a funky note in there where it's like it's not typical. It's like I kind of get like a really sweet smell. Man, there's it's kind of like it's a fruity note. Thinking of all of my like MGP bottles that I have. So I have Smoke Wagon. This is definitely not Smoke Wagon. I'm thinking Penelope. I do have a Blood Oath Pack 9, but I wouldn't even know. Like this, maybe this drink's probably around. I don't get a ton of proof. Maybe like a 110 ish. Yeah, so let me say, God, you know what? This might be the funky note that I'm getting. It might be a rye, and so this might not actually be a bourbon. And I have not guessed a rye. I don't think I've because I totally just blew it on the brandy. Day number 2. But I kind of get like an orangey, maybe like it might be. Is it a minty? I don't know. I don't know. But I'm gonna say this is a rye. I'm gonna say this is like 100 and I don't know. The proof is kind of fooling me here. So I'm saying like 110. I'm between like 110, 115. I don't know. So maybe I'll just shoot in the middle and say 113. So 113 proof. I think this is a rye, but it's a matter of And I'm trying to remember, like, the only ryes I've ever had is the Bardstown rye, a Sazerac rye, and a Penelope rye. And like also like the Willet 4-year rye, which I don't. Yeah, I mean that could be any one of those. And I did say MGP earlier. I don't know. And I hate to guess MGP, but that does cover a lot of ground if it's MGP. But man, this is bourbon. Then this is different, or it's finished, and I'm gonna lose some points on that. But I don't. I guess maybe like a spearmint. Maybe, yeah. It's real subtle. Kind of a minty. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just trying to convince myself because I said rye. Yeah, there's no way this is not. There's no way this is a bourbon. And so I'd come back to MGP. So I'm gonna say 113. I'm gonna say MGP. I'm going to say this is a rye. I'm going to say non-finished. And then the only rye that I can, that I'm associating with is a Penelope. And so my guess would be this is the Penelope toasted rye. So let me finish. That's dead wrong. Like this is probably a bourbon or a single malt or something. This is so different. Something I was not expecting today. But let's lock all that in and let's go to the key. Let me tear this in a way where I don't see tomorrow's pour. And you are joking. Okay, so Penelope toasted rye. It's 100 proof, so I was totally wrong on the proof. Should have went with my first kind of gut instinct on that. So, but I got the bottle right. Penelope toasted rye. Okay, this gives me some life back into my bones. Yes. So okay, so not a 5 out of 5 day. I can live with. Specifically, I'm more proud of myself for guessing rye. After sitting with it for a while. But nice. Okay. Penelope toasted rye. So this is the second time I've had Penelope toasted rye, which if I remember correctly is 100% rye. Which, you know, as I mentioned before, like I definitely don't drink ryes. Wrong on the 113, right on the MGP, right on the rye, non-finished. Oh, you know what? That's wrong too. Because it's toasted. Well, shoot. Today a 3 out of 5 day. So, hey, you know what? I'll still take it because I guessed the bottle right, and that's something that I haven't been doing well lately or at all. I think I've only guessed one bottle correctly. That was a Woodford. But yeah, day 14 in the books. Thank you, Indiana Bourbon Club. As always, thank you, Erica, Sean, Dwight, company. And we'll see you again on day 15. Cheers, everybody.